to know what it means, Passover. But I was very, very clever. I says, I'm going to make the first one, you're going to make the second one. And I make all my life, I made the Seder. Till the family got very big already, could make into one house. That's the way I had. I didn't have nobody for my family here. Until that day, I keep with Judas, with Malke. Malke is by me. It's my daughter. She's good as gold. To everybody.
Tell me about...
It's only a bit about what happened to them. Nothing what you could do. I talk to her every day. And I says, Malke, I wish I could have done something. I can't have sie nicht gehen sehen.
Tell me, when you went to Yossel's father's house, what was Yossel's father's name?
Meir.
Meir. When you went to see Meir and Chamke at their house, what kind of house did they live in compared to your house?
He had a small little house, and somebody, a cousin or somebody, with a daughter, a woman with a daughter was living there with them. It was very, very small.
And what was the difference between Shershev, where Yossel was from, and Antipola, where you were from?
Not far.
Were they... How did you travel between one city and the other?
You mean like from Antipola to Shershev?
Yeah.
You could go to Pruzhany with a train, and from Pruzhany you take a wagon, a horse and wagon.
Okay. A horse and wagon.
We didn't have it, cars. You know?
And was Shershev bigger than Antipola?
Shershev and Antipola was farther, but Pruzhany and Shershev was like Montreal and Shanady.
Okay.
That's the way, yeah. It was a nice small little town. So I came there, they didn't have beds, so they had a board, they put it a board. They put a chair here, a chair there, and on the chair they put a board, and that's what I was sleeping. I was one night sleeping there, and then I had a girl, she was on the wedding too. Her brother was married to uncle's daughter. And they had a beautiful home. She said, Raizel, you're not sleeping there. You come to me, you're going to have a bed. So I was there another night, and then I went back down to Poland.
Was it a dangerous trip at all? Was there any danger involved in that trip?
No.
Because, you know, we hear stories of all the anti-Semitism and all the problems that the Jews had for a long time in Poland, long before World War II. So I'm wondering if you experienced any of that. Did you have contact with Christians?
With the Christians, they were very good from before.
So you had good relations with all of your neighbors and everything?
Everybody. We had a lot of Christians there. A lot of Christians. Neighbors, they used to come like Saturday. We didn't have heat like we're having here. We had it a oven, and that was the heat. So Saturday, you wouldn't do that to put in fire, because everybody was religious, you know. So we used to ask from the Goyim. They used to come and put on some wood, and put on some fire, and they were very good. Oh, there's completely a different life there, completely.
What was when you arrived here? When you left Poland, you're leaving your family and leaving a small community, the place you grew up, and now you're going across the ocean to America. I know it was Canada, but America in Yiddish.
Right.
What were you thinking? What did you expect?
I was thinking that for a while I wouldn't be happy, and I wasn't. I wasn't happy.
What were you afraid?
I didn't have anyone here. I came to Toronto, I didn't have, Joseph went away to work, Sylvie, Abby went away to work. Sylvie had already Judith and Malke and Judith, and she was pregnant with Shaya, and she was very sick. She was so sick, she couldn't even swallow a little bit of water. She was just like that. She was very sick. And me that sick, she had Shaya, a big boy. I don't remember exactly, yeah. And when she brought him from the hospital, I diapered him, the first diaper I put it on. But Judith was a tomboy. She said, she was staying near me, and she says, I want to see what's a boy. We always laugh. I says, you want to see what's a boy? Stay in the mirror. I'm going to diaper him. So I took up the wet diaper, and I'm going to diaper him. He pissed her right in your mouth. We always talk about it.
That's very funny.
You know. I had fun. I didn't know nobody. But when I came, Joseph was brought up with somebody. And I knew right away the family. And there was a girl, she was very good, the girl from Claire. She was very good to me, because I could understand a lot of English. And here I want buy something or whatever. She went with me, and she explained it to me, and she was very, very nice to me. Thanks God, Usher, since I leave, people is always nice to me. And this is my richness. And I hope my children should be like I am.
Oh, this
Thanks God they find. Meisha is very good to me. Esther's very good to me. Miriam is a diamond of a girl. But you know, she's second marriage. And he's not, you know that he's not a Jew. Miriam's husband.
But he's such a good guy. He's a good man. He's such a good person. Doesn't matter.
He's so good. You can't imagine how good he is.
You know, you were telling me a little earlier that your father was a teacher. Your father was a teacher.
My father was a teacher.
Did you go to school?
I didn't go to school. How could I go? He died right after the first war.
But there were other teachers. Did you ever have an education? Did you go to school at all as a young girl?
Whatever I know, whatever I do, it comes only for myself. I wish I could have been a little bit more. But you know, when my father died, I have to do something. My mother to help her. And I used to, like in Europe, they make matzah. You have to do it by yourself. And then you used to hire girls. I used to go. Summer, I used to do it in the field.
What in the field?
I used to put for like potatoes or something, then I take it off.
So farming.
Oh, I was working hard.
And you're a young girl, you're 8, 9 years old.
And I took care of my mother.
Did you have lots of girlfriends, or were you just always
Oh,
one?
I had. If I would show you, I have pictures. If I would show you how many I have.
And did any of them, or did all of them get out of Poland? Did they all get out?
They all lived there.
Yeah. But did any of them get out?
Yeah, but when I came here, I was in touch with them.
Yeah.
But after the Second War, who knows where they are?
Yeah.
They were all killed. I had a lot of friends, always. I'm always in a crowd. I have here in Montreal, we were 10 couples friends, just like that. Every weekend we used to come together, we used to play cards, We used to be very friendly. Nobody's there except me. But in time, I made other friends. I came in here. Nobody didn't know me, and I didn't know nobody. Now everybody's friendly. You come downstairs, oh, Raizel is wonderful. The most people are sick, they don't know.
So you were born in 1906, 1907. You're 1907 you were born.
I was born in 1907.
So you saw a very, very big change in society in the course of your life. You were born with no electricity, and now there's communications, there's cameras, there's telephone, there's...
Absolutely.
So what do you think was, like, what affected you the most? Like, what changed life for you more than anything?
I like it because there is electric, there is cars, there is different appreciation.
Did they ever have telephones in Antipolo? Did you ever call your family?
The last time is they are very rich person. He was handling with wood.
Mm-hmm.
And once people said that he has a telephone. But I never saw it. I never heard it.
But when you were in Canada, were you ever able to speak to anybody back in Poland again?
Poland, no.
Never again.
I didn't have a telephone.
No, okay.
I was writing letters.
Okay. Do you still have those letters?
I was writing.
Did you keep those letters?
I keep the letters for the Quebec.
That they sent to you?
They sent me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
You see, that Meshe write me letters, Jewish letters in Florida. These letters I keep. Because he writes so nice, beautiful, Yiddish. And that's what I could, that it only myself.
You were telling me that you had two brothers died when they were very young.
They were very young. I wasn't born that time.
And they died obviously if they were sick.
My mother said that it was an ahore. You know what meant an ahore?
Yeah.
Bad eye.
Yeah.
She said that she had children beautiful. And one day, a woman came in, and you know, in Europe, they always feed that child by breast.
Mm-hmm.
So my mother had the child by breast, and the woman came in and says, "Allemal hast du noch schöner und schöner." And in 2 days, the boy is gone.
How did, obviously, I mean, did you, let me see if I can ask this question clearly. How did you take care of medical problems, both in Canada and in Poland?
What do you mean the problem?
Well, I mean, there was so much, people were so sick, people died from sickness.
In Europe?
Yeah. I mean, were there doctors?
Of course. I took very bad. It hurts me. Even my mother told me when I was born, a long time ago, after the 2 children died, and she told me it hurt me. I don't know the kids, nothing, but I know it's coming from the family. It hurt me, but nothing what I could do.
Were you members of medical societies?
There was societies, but I was too young. I wasn't belong nowhere.
What about in Canada? Were you in a medical society in Canada?
In Canada, I belonged to the, it's not the golden age, the old people,
It's not important. Let me ask you another question. What sort of, what lessons that you learned in your lifetime would you like your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, what would you like them to know, or what would you like them to remember about you, to know about you, what lessons have you learned that you would like to share with them?
They're all good to me. They're all good. They're wonderful to me. Matter of fact, yesterday I was by Esther for supper, and Miriam came with two grandchildren, the older one, the older girl, and the middle boy. They hugged me, they kissed me, Papa Raizel, and they see me, and one Scott was red, because they don't live here. They live in Dummerfield. By the time when they come here, they don't know what to do for me. You know, I give them $1, I give them $1. I don't buy love, but they're so good to me. So I said, you have a nice cream, you go buy a nice cream.
How would you like to be remembered? How would you like them to remember you?
How do I like they should remember me?
Yeah. What kind of person would you want them to remember?
They should remember me that I'm not a bad Bobby. I think so. The children is very good. Stuart called me. As a matter of fact, he called me this week. Bobby, it's a pleasure to hear your voice. In 2 weeks, I'm going to see you. And Kevin calls. Bobby, you're not a Bobby, you're just a mama. Thank God, I'm very good to them. All my life, I'm very fine to them. I don't think so if they have something to say no good. I think so. Because I didn't. I didn't do anything wrong.
And how would you...
I'm very careful to say something, you know, that let's say Alan, he's 6 years married. A week ago he called me and he says, Bobby, I have good news for you. I says, what? We're gonna have a baby. After 6 years, you know. In the 6 years, I never say one word. What's doing? How are you? You okay? Good. Enjoy your life. That's it. With the other one is the same thing. Kevin, how are you? I never say it. You're married, when you have a baby, it's not my business. And they know it. They said, Bobby, you're terrific. I says, I don't want to hurt feelings. That's the way I go in my life. I'm very careful what I say. I always say to my children, before you take it out of your mouth, think, because is it out? It's no, for everybody. But if you be quiet, it's yours. Right?
Right. So are there any secrets that you've been quiet about that you want to tell? To the...
Yeah, they go on, well.